Welcome back to another episode of the Power Podcast. Today we have Emma Louise with us, and she is a recovery catalyst. Yes, Emma, can you please introduce yourself to our audience?
Hi, thank you so much for having me on today. Yeah, I'm Emma Louise and I'm a recovery catalyst in South Wales in the UK. Yeah, so I coach individuals who are in recovery from addiction because recovery can be so overwhelming and not knowing which way to turn. So, just with some guidance, taking away anything that's not serving them and implementing new strategies to keep them on track without being overwhelmed.
Okay, so my first question to you is how can someone heal themselves after having a toxic relationship?
Really good question. Toxic relationships can be everywhere. It's not just with partners, it can be family, it can be with substances, it could be with anything, it can be with themselves.
Exactly.
So, the first thing is identifying that it is a toxic relationship and that it's not serving you anymore.
Hmm.
And as soon as you can recognize that, you can start to flourish and reach out to somebody that you trust, if it's professional or a
Hmm.
family member. But just remember that family members can be a bit biased. They might tell you
Hmm.
what you want to hear. So it might not be the best strategy to speak to a family member. So reach out to somebody, get in a community,
Hmm.
support. We're social beings. Support and community is the most essential thing to help and support you and lift you up when you're feeling down.
That's really nice answer. So let's moving forward to our second question. How someone can build self-confidence and kill self-doubt?
Really good question because we all have self doubt now and again, but sometimes it can just be that pressure on our shoulders. We can really feel it. Again, community and reaching out because people can see in us things that we can't see in ourselves. And when we're out with people, they can compliment us, they can tell us where we might be going wrong. So when people are giving you information or compliments, don't dismiss them. If somebody
Mhm.
says you look nice today, say thank you, because that
Yes.
is going to start building your self-esteem, even if you don't believe it.
Mhm.
Any sort of compliment, say thank you, and it will start being ingrained in you that you have got self-worth and you have got a purpose.
Again, really nice answer. So let's moving forward to our third and last question. Can you please share the best transformation you have witnessed recently in your clients?
I worked with this most wonderful lady, and she was using alcohol, but actually, she was in a toxic relationship, and her partner injected her with heroin. And she felt that she was safe with him because he said, "You're safe with me. You will be okay. I'm here." And she thought that was a safe thing to do. So, with lots of guidance, with lots of talking, lots of trust, it did take a while, but we built that understanding that giving somebody a harmful, toxic substance is him trying to keep control of her so he wouldn't leave her. So, as you said, that self worth,
Mhm.
building that and that self esteem so she could stand up, move away from a toxic environment and start living her own life independently and making her own decisions.
Can you please tell our audience how any type of addiction can ruin their life?
So it doesn't matter what addiction it is. The majority of people in the world will have an addiction because it is a coping mechanism. So whether it's shopping or drugs or alcohol, it could be reading, anything that is making your social and quality of life suffer. Even reading books, we can hide away in bed and engross ourselves in a book where we're not getting social stimulus, we're not eating properly, we're not looking after ourselves, we're not doing all
Mhm.
the things that we need to do. So, any sort of addiction is a coping mechanism. So, it's looking at what's going on underneath to free you from that and start living your life again.